Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we are underway in London. It's Jakeem Grant with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
First play is to the air. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 33 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, third down. Pass play coming here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. But that's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, ball at the 36. Dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a throw. He put some juice on it deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He'll throw it yet again. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Rams get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing it to start this drive. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. More from this one right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's complete to London. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw, needing a first. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Rams and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down. Pass play now. And a man is there to knock that away. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And now they face second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Second and 10 now. Finds a man right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down, looking for options. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They are throwing it again. Touchdown, Los Angeles! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. From the 36. Able to find Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. First and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Got him, man. It's London. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now it's back across the Atlantic to our studios in sunny Orlando, Florida. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. 2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Man in motion here. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Lorenzo Carter there to bring him down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Simple dive up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
On 2nd and 4. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds London on the slant. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Jones up from the secondary to make that stop. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now, off play action. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. But he's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and 4 coming up now. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Rams about set to celebrate this win. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another carry for him. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action on 1st. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. From midfield now. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons make it an 18-point game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. I mean, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch. You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Running it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners, as we say cheerio from London.